So I'm up again doing yet another video because I haven't consumed quite enough alcohol to put myself to sleep. Because unless I consume the requisite amount of alcohol, my mind just races and I can't get to sleep because I just keep thinking and thinking and thinking about the past and why my father seemed to hate me growing up. And I got this impression, like, I said something to him once as a kid, as a very young child, like, "Oh, why don't we move? Why don't we move house?" Like, actually, loads and loads of people do. It's like, "Oh, like, why don't we try a new location or something?" And I don't know, like, maybe it got into his brain and he's like, fucking had a chip on his shoulder or something for that reason. It was Toy Story, they're moving house and that. Like, it seemed like fun. Going somewhere new, seeing new things. It's like same shit all the time. Like, self-pitying, like, no, I had a really nice childhood. I was like the age of 10. It all started to fuck up. That it's all over money. And somehow, like this immoral behavior on the part of my mum to my cat and not informing me of his death or her plans to kill him. Like, it's just somehow connected with some kind of plot, I reckon, to make me go spare or whatever they fucking want so they can section me again, to punish me, to try and bolster their claims over my estate, what I own, so that they can get more money by the sale of Titan, the moon of Saturn I claimed when I was 12. And I was like, money. And it's like, yeah, with Tyson, it's not about what it's worth per se now. It's about what people think it's worth. It's about what it's worth in the future. Promises in the future to sell something like oil futures on Titan. Like, they're worth like, like what fanatical desire of a money. What would you do with that money if you had it? It's the thing, isn't it? Buy all the houses, like those of the properties like kings and queens and emperors and ladies. A better system. This is where you elect the emperor. Blended monarchic aristocratic democracy. Like all those good things, privilege and status. Well, not so much privilege, but status, certainly the titles, given for meritocratic reasons, but all underpinned with democracy. Blending the three systems: aristocracy, monarchy, and democracy. Good compromise, I thought. That's the thing, though. That's thought, it's political theory. That's more important than money. Like, perhaps I agree with St. Timothy. That money is the root of all evil. Why eat? Be greedy, you know? Greed is not just for food, is it? Or gluttony because you want to show off. You want like put on a fine banquet, is it? Impress everyone. I eat so much, I'm not so fat. So impressive with how much money I have. Avarice, that's obviously directly connected to money. Wrath, probably connected to money in one sense or another, isn't it? I've been wrathful, I suppose I have. Pridefulness connected to either your levels of financial security, or what you presume those will be in the future. The others, I guess, connected to money somehow. Like, I want money. I do. Like, my finances have been dwindling over the last few months. All sorts of reasons, actually, which are connected again to, issues like not being paid by former employers properly. Again, greed. And my father refusing to turn my property back over to me. And really, the actions of him and his girlfriend, they're sickening, disgusting behaviour. Almost been, you need it. You want to steal. That's what you want to do. Steal my stuff. I got cool stuff like Tyron. You ain't got shit. I own the intellectual property over claims to land on Titan. That's the strength of what I possess. So any further claim, like any title deed issued by any government, no, any individual attempting to sell land on Titan, I sell 1 acre on Titan. Right, well, I issued this document or created this document in X number of years ago, witnessed, so I own it all in theory. However, the implication of the document over title deed you're creating is that you own it. So you're entering into a grey area. Well, yeah, sort of grey area, infringing on my intellectual property rights, like my copyright to that. And I believe no one had done that before me. Since Dennis Hope, yeah, I learned of him through Danny Wallace's show. He claimed the moon in 1980. I heard he just claimed the moon. I sweep up the moons of the gas giants, and then Hope's like, except Io. Like, I'll claim the rest of it, including Io. I think he forgot the asteroid belt, though. I'm so weird. Like, humor is better than money, is it not? Like, just fun times with friends. They often cost a bit of money for drinks and so on. What am I gonna stop drinking entirely? Of course not. I just need to find out how to manage it or be a functioning alcoholic, which I believe is perfectly possible. I've managed this before. Every time I get into the deeper well of drinking, something has to happen before, doesn't it? Some great abuse of me, like an unfair sacking, cunts in the family, having to live with familial cunts and endure their yelling and screaming and abuse. So the dead brain hillbilly jabber of my dad. You're the worst of people in the countryside. You represent us at our worst. Racism, sexism, homophobia. But, I had a black man work for me called Obing Johnson from Ghana. He'd pick those chicken bones clean. It's like, chicken does not feature widely in Ghanaian cuisine. Not many Ghanaian dishes feature chicken. Also, Johnson, as I understand it, is a very, uncommon surname in Ghana. There are no people really called Johnson in Ghana. Maybe there are one or two emigres, possibly from elsewhere. You are a racist. And like racism in the countryside, in the English countryside, like racism in the American countryside, that has a long history, connected obviously to Britain. But in the British countryside, we've never had direct exposure to black people, not really in history. So the fact that you like reject people from that background, it sort of like uh, shows you up as being like gibbering medieval peasant types, afraid of like a sort of witch type person. And like you look like simpletons if you're racist. That's just the honest truth.